All right, sorry if the wind is bad. It feels really good up under here, catching a really good draft. But anyway, just like we did on the blue trailer, I can't think of the actual term for it, but see, the previous owner has left me with this conglomerate of garbage, except for this yellow wire and this green wire, and the rest is just whatever they had laying around. And I've got this slack right here left over so I could run it through there into that corner for my other corner light, which will hopefully be in today. All of my underglow kit and the rest of my amber and red lights are at the post office. They just won't put it out. But so I got this bar right here. This is what my grandfather put on the blue trailer for me, but I'm gonna put it on this one. We got another one, and I'm gonna mount it right here up in there, just like so. And pretty much this side is going to have the wires coming from my truck, and this side is going to be the wires going to the trailer. That way everything will be labeled and I know what everything goes to, and we won't have to use these little blue clips. We can just put the end on it and just stick it in there and just stack wires if need be. It'll be a lot neater. Something that I'm trying to do is get this trailer absolutely set up right to where we won't have any problems with it. And so far I'm making a lot of progress. It's just, I'll have to put in a picture of what it used to look like. I looked at it earlier, and this trailer was pretty clapped whenever we went and looked at it originally. But I've got to finish blasting the rest of the surface rust and paint off, and I'm gonna do something. I'm probably gonna get chains instead of these cables, and then yeah, I might have to redo some of this wiring. See, they got like brown, or this black wire turns into a green wire and then goes up to the marker lights on the trailer, and that's not right. I wish everything was just one solid color, which is why we redid the wiring on the blue trailer. We ripped it out from we put a whole new harness, whole new pigtail and all, from the truck to the back doors of that trailer. And that's probably what I'm gonna have to end up doing here. Either that or just label what goes to what, which is what I'm gonna do regardless once I put this bar on it. But yep, looks like crap right now. Our blue truck is at the tent shop getting tent put on, if you can believe it. But yeah, here she is. It's not very good. I'm going to go back over it, but I knocked all the white off of it. It's not perfect yet. Like I said, I'm going to go back over it one day when I'm bored. And then I got to repolish all the diamond plate out. I've done this whole side pretty good several times, but you see where I stopped. I stopped right here. It's hard to tell on camera, but I stopped past this first window. I'm gonna do something with the spare tire, get it outside and mount it somewhere inside. And I've still got to polish the back doors. But yeah, we're still gonna paint in here and get all this lined out perfect as far as looks go. And I'm gonna get these pads off the wall. This one really didn't hurt anything. If anything, it's just, it ain't hurting us all. And yeah, get the walls painted in here, start spray painting it, but spray paint ain't gonna work, so I'm just gonna use regular paint, and if that doesn't work, I'll just get an air gun and try and do it myself. I know I said earlier, but I want to take these frames out and cut these grates out of it just so it doesn't look as much like a horse trailer. It's just, I want it to be clean, like look clean. Still got to get our 12-volt interior lights wired in. I've got them at the house. I meant to bring them today actually, and as far as getting power to those, we're gonna rob it from this old light right here, which needless to say does not work. The generator, the 120-volt interior light, we're gonna do one along the wall right there and one along the wall over here. It's gonna be like the pull string 5-foot LEDs from Harbor Freight. They're like 5,000 lumens. One will be enough, but I'm gonna do two anyway. hell, the one 12-volt light in the center is gonna be more than enough, but you never have too much light. Yeah, and this is an eyesore right here, so I'm gonna get that fixed. I'm still contemplating putting the generator box in here, or putting a hay rack on top of the ass end of the trailer and then putting the generator in there. I found one with the generator spot already in it. If we do the rack up top, then we can have storage for other stuff, like spare tire could go up there, my cover, and but yeah, obviously it'd have the ladder on the side, and then that. But I still got quite a good bit of stuff to do. I need to make a list. I want to get the wiring flawless on this trailer. I don't want any wires to be seen. So I got little stuff like that right there, and I have 7 amber lights and 7 red lights that are at the post office, but like I said, they won't put them out. And yeah, it's starting to sprinkle a little bit, so I guess I'm gonna get back to work while I can. I'll pick up the camera later. But yeah, see, little stuff like that needs to be painted. That needs to be painted. All that needs to be painted. That frame right there up under the ramp needs to be painted. It's just a little... I'm still not sure if we're gonna use a ramp door or not. The ramp door would be cool for loading the bikes. It'd be pretty wicked. It needs some work. The hinge and spring is one now. You can still lower it, but the right side has fallen off the trailer. Like I said, this trailer's not perfect, but I still got it for a really good deal. So regardless, the little ramp door ain't gonna set it back, but our welder guy has already said he can fix it, just holler. And still might do that, still might not, I don't know yet. Well, I'm sure the wind is still bad. Got the old truck washed off or rinsed off. Got the trailer rinsed off. And definitely needs another hit of polish. This fender though, looks really good. Got to get the wheels paint matched. I'm gonna do something to that spare. So, got the die grinder and I sanded a little bit more all the rust and surface. We got all the paint and surface rust off of it, so now I can paint it whenever it dries, but I washed it so I could paint it. This side needs to be hit again, but I did just enough to get all the oxidation and white off of it. Or pretty much clear coat. It's clear coated aluminum sheet, so that's why you see how it's wet right here and it looks good, and then you see right here where it's dry, it's all white. That's how you know it's clear coated. It's like if you have a vehicle that's been sitting out in the sun forever and then it's dull and faded, but whenever you put water on it, it's shiny again. That's just your clear coat needs to be polished. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna back it back in the shade and tint some windows, or at least try and tint the windows. But in there and see about tinting some windows on the old girl, and not really a whole lot goes into it. Pretty much you just cut out the size of the shape of the window, and then water and squeegee. No, you don't have to use a squeegee, but I'm sure it helps. I'm gonna get this bitch back up in the shop and probably pick the camera back up then. It feels really good outside. For once, it's not 110 degrees. And my rear view mirror has quit. Like sometimes my thermometer, sometimes my thermometer works on it and the compass, other times it doesn't. But I gotta get this sunshade off my windshield so I can see where I'm going. Well, I look like hell right now, but for a man doing it solo, I got a shitload done. I got some more of that paint blown off and rust blown off. I washed it, polished on it. I redid the whole entire trailer with zero help, and I rewired some lights, and I got some old wires tore out And so far I've almost redone the whole wiring on the trailer just about, and I got a lot of stuff prepped for the little bus bar that I'm going to be putting in. And now I'm going to leave it here overnight so I don't have to drag it home and then drag it back in the morning, which is okay because I wanted to work on it at home, but I'll just come up here very early in the morning and start on it. And I hopefully tomorrow it's a lot. It's the same as today. What the I'm trying to back up this trailer and talk to a camera at the same time. Lord have mercy. I took out the bush hog tractor. That's pretty crooked, so I'm going to straighten up, but I got it washed. I got this side polished out. I'm going to have to hit it again. I got all my lights in. I got all the rust and stuff. It's ready for paint. This side looks really good. Got my truck done, of course. I cut all the unnecessary bull crap out of there so I can get ready to put that that bar in right there tomorrow. And once I do that, I'll come up here early in the morning before it gets hot and paint, because the trailer's ready for paint now. And I got that other corner light put in. See how I have it in there front to back? I'm going to put that one in there front to back so that they're both the same. And I got the old emergency brake system took off the trailer, and I got the battery box off the trailer, so and you can see how bad it is in there. So I got a good bit done. Oh, and I got the window tinted. Let's look at the window. Looks like crap. There's the windows. A little bit dark, eh? That's dark, son. Oh man. Alright, I'm gonna get unhooked and head home, and I'm proud of myself. I got a lot done.